wants a platoon DH for $9 million, $8 million the rest of the way?
By the way, reports are the Houston Rockets, are preparing a 2-year, $85 million max offer to Fred VanVleet.
What? Max? Take that money, Fred.
You already heard what he said a few years ago when he got the bag. He said, I won a championship. Now it's time to get the bag.
Yeah, Wichita State.
Wichita State, shocker. By the way, our poll question, 458 votes so far.
Wow,
A poll
that's a lot of
question on
votes.
YouTube. Should the Warriors extend Steve Kerr? 81% says yes. 19% says no. Should the Warriors extend Steve Kerr? That's our poll question on YouTube right now, 95.7 The Game. Michael Conforto, have you come around to him?
I'm a big Conforto fan after watching all year. Ask Lubman. I talk about it all the time.
I know, but we were having a conversation about guys flipping left and right. And that was
What do you mean flipping?
at the deadline. You were saying, because he has a player
Well, that was
option.
early on.
Yeah, yeah.
And because
and
of the
that was
option.
right.
In my heart of
And-
hearts, I've been saying it for about 2 months now. Boy, I really wish they would have flip-flopped the contracts and given Conforto a multi-year deal and Haniger the 1-year deal.
I like Conforto, man. He's a professional.
Yeah, he's the
Seems
guy.
easygoing. I look. He made the plays yesterday in right field.
Okay, fine.
We kind of joked
He's been
about
good
it.
defensively
Whatever.
this year.
I think he'll be fine, and he'll
Not
DH
great, but
at
good.
times.
Yeah.
He could be your
He's
DH.
not
you could
a
put
right
Yaz.
fielder. To me, he's a left fielder.
You put Yaz in right field, you'll be fine. I like Michael Conforto a lot, man. And look, man, during those times with the Mets, people forget that he was a really good player. Now, I know a lot of people, baseball's tough. It's a regional sport.
Yes.
Not a lot of people are tapped in on New York Mets baseball. Conforto was really good for the Mets for a few years there. And he had that 3-year stretch again where he hit 88 home runs, 27, 28, 33. Now his batting average, 279, 243, 257. All right, a lot of people downplay
his
the batting
on-base
average,
percentage is good enough compared to where his batting average
offset
is. Yeah,
that.
he's fine.
938.
He's a solid professional hitter who's very clutch. And to me, if you have him in the 6-7 hole, like if they can get a traditional, real cleanup hitter, you put him in the 6-7 hole, teams would be salivating to have Michael Conforto as their 6-7 hitter.
Yeah, so
most teams.
Yeah, so he's Michael Conforto's playing well coming off the injury there, and if he could just stay healthy, he's going to have that thump in the lineup. 42 RBI so far in the season, 12 home runs, 236 batting average. You want to see that bumped up a little bit, but if he could just stay on the field and continue to get the Giants that presence there in the middle of the lineup, that's a big boost for the.
He's been one of the better bargains in free agency. If you look at a lot of these free agent deals that were signed this year, there's been a lot of blah. Like just production overall. You see, obviously, the Mets, you're talking about them. Scherzer and Verlander haven't been great, for the amount of money that they've been given. And you look at someone like Conforto, who it was a flyer to a degree, and some people thought that even at the price point that Farhan paid, that he overpaid. It's been a good deal. They've needed an extra outfielder who's been healthy, and he's been healthier than Haniger the whole way through.
Logan Webb today versus TBD for the Toronto Blue Jays. TBD.
I'm telling
Their
you.
all-star from last year. What's his name? Alex.
Manoah.
I want to say Manoah.
He was.
Did you see him down in the minors the other day?
Yikes.
He just rocked.
Yeah, well,
he's lost all his mojo.
2/3 of an inning, 11 runs, I think it was.
Okay, the couple of things here with this one. They were talking about why they didn't demote him to AAA, and the reason why they didn't demote him to AAA is because they have a better technical facility in their single and double A facilities, which are in Florida. And so they sent him there because there's more people to work with him because he literally needs to be reworked from scratch. Right. These are not tinkers. These are from scratch. Now, he was a guy that they mic'd up in the All-Star game, and a lot of people...
Awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people like myself are like, oh, didn't know he had this kind of personality.
No, he was great.
He
on
was
the mound.
amazing.
He was awesome. So the Blue Jays pitching staff is really, outside of Gosman, really struggling here. And they don't know who they're going to go with today. And Logan Webb, this feels like if there is a must-win in the month of June 28th, this feels like one the Giants got to have.
You looking at Sam?
Yeah, I'm looking at Sam. Must-win last Thursday. That was hilarious. But this one, you got to win Logan Webb days. You have to win Logan Webb days. And especially if you want him in the All-Star game, he's 7-6 right now. If you could get him up to 9-6 before the break, and that ERA drops under 3 right now, it's at 3.16, and he's coming off another solid performance, that is what gets you in the All-Star game. Winning on the East Coast is what gets you in the All-Star game in that market, because now all eyes are watching him on the East Coast right now. This is a big game for Logan.
Have you been paying attention to what's been going on with Clayton Kershaw?
The way he's dominating?
He's he's on pace to win another Cy Young.
Yeah, he's dominant.
A decade removed from his last Cy Young win. He's already got 3. This would be his 4th. I mean, if you had an opportunity, like regular season, because I know the playoffs is a whole nother thing. Verlander or Kershaw in terms of career? Because those to me are the right-handed and left-handed. I would say they are the signature players of the last 15 years. Pitching.
That's tough.
Isn't it?
I lean Verlander because of the postseason success.
And I think
he was just a hog. I mean, Kershaw's
an all-timer.
Kershaw is,
he's having one of the greatest left-handed careers ever.
There's no wrong answer. You had the first pick. Whoever you take, and I'm taking the other guy.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
You know, boy, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. As you're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM, and AC1 San Francisco, live on the Odyssey app. All that good stuff. Giants in Toronto for Game 2. Download that Odyssey app, your favorite 95.7 The Game, for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. And do not forget, you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube and Twitch streams. Just log out and search 95.7 The Game. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you are there. I do want to get back into the Golden State Warriors. We'll do that after the break. We can talk some Giants here, but I do want to get back into the Warriors here because I think they are a better team than last season. I'm starting to warm up to what they're doing right now.
The last thing I'll say about the Kershaw thing and why it relates to Logan Webb, it feels like to me everything's setting up for Kershaw to start the All-Star game. It feels like that. Now, we'll see how the rotations, shake down. He might pitch on a Sunday before, and then he would make himself ineligible. But you would feel like they're going to try to get him out there, and even though they did it a couple of years ago, and give him that ceremonious last kind of hoorah, because you don't know if you're going to be in a position like that again.
He's still going strong.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I thought he was finished 2 years ago.
He's really been the savior for the Dodgers this year.
Hell yeah.
No Walker Buehler. Urias has been on the IL.
Yeah.
Gonsolin has kind of taken a step back from last season. Tony Gonsolin, that is.
They lose
so far,
Trevor
Bauer, of course. Clayton Kershaw this year, 2.55 ERA, 10-4. He's got the strikeouts, 105 strikeouts in 95 innings. I mean, the guy's all-time dominant. Again, 3 Cy Youngs. He's got an MVP award. He's got the Triple Crown.
It's ridiculous.
He's got his World Series title. I mean, this is an all-time season for Clayton Kershaw. So he'll be in that All-Star game. And look, the Dodgers aren't going anywhere. The thing is with the Giants, they've got to continue to win. They have to because the Dodgers now have the Dodgers' attention. Dodgers have stepped it up over the last 5 days. The Diamondbacks, they could fade, but you want to continue to win here.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, the Merrill Kelly injury is huge.
Yes, it is.
That's a big injury.
Yes, it is.
And they don't have Bumgarner. They got rid of him, which has been better for them. By the way, our boy Kyle Nelson pitched 2 innings Saturday in his hometown here.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Kyle Nelson. That was pretty cool. Two shutout innings, 4 strikeouts. But then you look at the landscape of the National League, and the Braves are trying to run away with things in the NL East. The Marlins are scrappy.
Are people paying attention to your boy?
Who?
Your boy.
Ronald Acuna Jr.?
He is having a monster season.
I mean, he's got over 30 steals already.
He's having a monster year.
I mean,
a monster year. And then your boy Matt Olson, what did you say to me at the break
today? He might
today?
hit 50 this year.
That's crazy.
He might hit to 50 home runs this year.
Can you imagine having cornerstones like Matt Olson and Sean Murphy on a team? Man, I'd love to build around those guys.
Did you see who was in town over the weekend?
Who?
At Baseball Academy, SF Baseball Academy?
Who was?
Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson?
Yeah, he was hitting over
with
there.
The Yankee? Oh, yeah,
he was hitting over there.
Hit a home run yesterday in a loss.
What is going on with Giancarlo Stanton?
Well, he basically ran into the cement part of the base of the wall and he tore his toe.
No, Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, Giancarlo Stanton. Well, he's having a horrible year. He's under 200.
That's what I'm saying. What's going on?
I thought you were talking about Aaron Judge. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, Aaron Judge is balling.
But he had come out, Aaron Judge did, and I guess they didn't want him to explain what the injury was. And he's like, well, when you tear your toe, and he like totally slipped.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, whoa. I guess any sprain of the ligament is a tear. So even if he sprained the toe, there's a slight tear.
So the Yankees lose 2-1 last night to the Oakland Athletics. Paul Blackburn dealing.
Future Giant.
Dealing Paul Black. That's kind of underwhelming to me, Paul Blackburn.
Yeah, those are the moves that Farhan makes at the deadline. That's the thing.
Yeah,
if you're not giving up anything, why not? Right?
That's not winning. That's not winning in the World Series.
Okay, he's an all-star. Let's relax here. He's not like a scrub.
No, he's not a scrub.
He's not a scrub.
You're acting like
He's
he
okay.
is. Like that's, I think, would be a solid addition to the rotation.
He's okay.
He would be a solid addition at this point. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's all you're asking.
Giancarlo Stanton batting 184 on the season.
Well, what do you think of my pitching theory that I've been floating all week? And I'll lay it out a little better here. It feels like to me, the way baseball's going, why would you ever pay for these third starters and these fourth starters and these fifth starters?
You could just go bullpenning and
I'd be bullpenning everything from here on out. It feels like I'm going to pay 2 studs and everything else is going to be patchwork.
It's the way baseball's going. Farhan doesn't do it. He just, the past 2 off seasons, said no to Kevin Gausman and said no to Carlos Rodon. He just told you. I know Farhan's philosophy. I don't know everybody else's.
Well, he did
give Farhan. He gave Logan Webb the money, but
he gave DeSclafani a 3-year deal.
Yeah, but it wasn't. What was it? 12 a year.
Yeah, but that's where I'm going.
That's not 30.
I think teams are going to be reluctant to pay $15 million for a third starter, fourth starter.
They may go 10
and
to
go
12.
bullpenning.
They'll
like
go
you're
10 to
getting
12.
more value out of Minaya in this way than if you started him in an expected normal starter production.
But it looked like DeSclafani was a good find after his 2021. It felt like he got him on a discount deal. You know what I'm saying?
Like Gausman,
right.
He faded against the Dodgers down the stretch.
But he did have the good start against the Dodgers Labor Day weekend.
Yeah,
Remember that?
that's true.
Remember that? He had the Friday night start against the Dodgers, and he
But did
pitched
you
his
trust
ass
him?
off.
Because I didn't.
As a third, fourth starter, I said, you could do a lot worse. You could do a lot worse.
It just feels like to me, because you're seeing, I think Toronto today will probably go bullpenning. It feels like to me, bullpenning was such a negative word, and now I'm coming around on it where it's like, nah, now it's just like, can I get 2 good innings from you, and 2 good innings from you, and 3 good innings from you, and maybe, Wood or whoever, give me 4 or 5, right? And I'm just going to kind of play the numbers and not allow anyone to go through the lineup 3 times unless you're Logan Webb.
Well, I think what we're doing in baseball is we're going to put more emphasis on the bullpen.
Yes.
And I think, in a way, the Giants 3 World Series teams, and maybe even the Yankees teams were really good with their bullpens
they were.
as well, setting it up for Mariano
Absolutely.
Rivera. They had to set up guys. They had their, their Jeff Nelsons here and there, stuff like that. So the Giants kind of took that formula. I think that's the formula. Can you get to the 6th or 7th inning? Because then you get to the power arms and you shut things down. The Kansas City Royals, the Kansas City Royals, when they had those 3 relievers, and I was like, boy, if you're down, who was it?
Or was it Perez?
I think one of them, Greg Holland was one.
Holland was one, yep.
Wade Davis.
Wade Davis, he was. And there was...
They had another guy who threw 100.
Yeah.
Herrera.
So if you
God,
get to
they were good.
You get to the 7th inning, game's over.
Yeah.
And I think that's the Tampa Bay Rays are the same
But
way.
You know what I've noticed with the Giants this year, for example? From the eyeball, you're like, man, their bullpen's pitching a lot. But if you look at the individual numbers of usage, they're actually using these guys less than they would in conventional spots. Mm-hmm. Meaning you're not taxing them the way we think they're taxing them because they're going to the bullpen. Like Tyler Rogers is an example, or Taylor Rogers. If you look at their usage rate, it's actually lower than what you think it is.
Right.
And they've gotten the best out of them. I mean, the one Rogers brother has like a 1.79 ERA.
Yeah, Tyler Rogers, I think we all apologize. Well, I know I do.
Well, they're using him better.
They're using him better, but he's automatic.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he went 1 2/3 yesterday, and those are some big time innings. Big time inning picks to come in and clean up Alex Wood when he gave up the leadoff double. Now Conforto should have made the play, but Rogers comes in, gets a 17th hold. He's got a 1.79 ERA. And when you talk about Camilo Duvall and Tyler Rogers and the Giants winning games here, those may be your 2 all-stars. Those 2 guys may be your all-stars on the San Francisco Giants. Offensively, could you go Tyro Estrada? He's down to 280.
I think
but he
he's
had 2
fading.
for 4.
Yeah.
He had 2 for 4 yesterday. They need to get Matos up higher in the order.
I don't like Jock as a 2-hitter. I think you're going to move Matos up. Right. That's what I want to see. And they need Lamont Wade back.
Yeah, but your all-stars may be Tyler Rogers or Camilo Duvall.
I think
it's appropriate.
I think you're right.
I think it's appropriate. All right, we got to
break Patrick Bailey sneak in there? No.
He's had a month, Shasky. A month.
Yeah, I know.
Will Smith with the Dodgers. You see what he's doing?
Well, no, he's the guy.
I mean, Sean Murphy.
You're right. I was just asking. I was just asking.
You got some big boys. You got some big boys playing the catchers.
Are you